The Vulcan Crisis. The Vulcan High Council sat in grave silence, their usually stoic demeanors betraying the mounting anxiety that weighed heavily upon them. The energy cores, the very lifeblood of their civilization, were destabilizing at an alarming rate. Catastrophic failures rippled through their infrastructure, threatening to plunge their society into chaos and darkness. Desperate for a solution, the Council turned to an unlikely source: humanity. They summoned Aaron Young, a brilliant human scientist, to their planet in a last-ditch effort to save their world. Aaron stepped off the transport, greeted by Zephyr, the lead Vulcan scientist assigned to work with him. The Vulcan skepticism about human capabilities hung thick in the air, but they had no choice. Aaron was their final hope. As Aaron dug into the problem, he realized the destabilization was far more complex than the Vulcans had anticipated. An unknown external factor, possibly an advanced alien technology or an unencountered natural phenomenon, seemed to be the culprit. The Vulcans' rigid logical approach had yielded nothing, and time was running out. Political tensions simmered on Vulcan, with factions clashing over the decision to seek human aid. Some saw it as a shameful admission of weakness, while others viewed it as their only path to survival. Aaron found himself navigating a minefield of Vulcan politics, racing against the clock to find a solution before their world crumbled. The ancient relic. Peeling back the layers of the mystery, Aaron uncovered whispers of an ancient Vulcan legend, a tale of a powerful artifact hidden among the stars, capable of stabilizing or annihilating entire civilizations. The key to saving Vulcan, it seemed, lay in finding this lost relic. With Zephyr by his side, a grudging respect growing for Aaron's unconventional problem-solving skills, they embarked on a perilous quest to locate the artifact. Rival Vulcan factions nipped at their heels, determined to claim the prize for their own agendas. In a galaxy of advanced alien technology, political machinations, and the clash of logic and creativity, Aaron and Zephyr raced to unravel a riddle that had stumped the brightest minds on Vulcan. As the stakes climbed ever higher, one truth became inescapable: the fate of an entire world hinged on the ingenuity and tenacity of a single human, pitting his intellect against a crisis that nobody else could figure out. The artifact's secrets. Hunched over the ancient Vulcan texts, Aaron and Zephyr scanned the cryptic symbols and diagrams, the musty smell of the parchment filling the air as they pored over the faded pages, searching for any clue that might lead them to the artifact. "There," Zephyr said, his finger pointing to a small, easily overlooked detail in the corner of a yellowed manuscript. "That symbol, I've seen it before." Aaron leaned in closer, squinting at the intricate marking. "What does it mean?" Zephyr's brow furrowed as he accessed his vast knowledge of Vulcan history and lore. "It's an ancient glyph used by the first Vulcan space explorers to mark their outposts on uncharted worlds." Excitement sparked in Aaron's eyes. "Do you think it could be a map?" Zephyr nodded, a hint of anticipation betraying his usually stoic face. "It's a possibility. If we can decipher these coordinates, it might lead us to a long-forgotten Vulcan outpost, and perhaps the artifact itself." For days, they worked tirelessly, cross-referencing the glyph with star charts and historical records. Finally, after countless hours of research and analysis, they had a location: a distant, uncharted planet in the far reaches of Vulcan space. Without hesitation, Aaron and Zephyr commandeered a small Vulcan spacecraft and set out on their quest. As they broke through the atmosphere and entered the inky void of space, Aaron couldn't help but feel a thrill of excitement mixed with trepidation. They were venturing into the unknown, chasing a legend that could hold the key to saving an entire civilization. The chase. But as they navigated through the stars, they soon realized they were not alone in their pursuit. A sleek, menacing ship appeared on their sensors, rapidly closing in on their position. "It's Counselor Varric," Zephyr said, his voice tight with tension. "He must have discovered our mission." Aaron gripped the controls, his knuckles turning white. "We can't let him get the artifact. Who knows what he'd do with that kind of power?" They pushed their small craft to its limits, weaving through asteroid fields and skimming dangerously close to the gravitational pull of stars. But Varric's ship was relentless, matching their every move with ruthless precision. As they fled, Aaron found himself marveling at the advanced technology of the Vulcan spacecraft, the sleek lines, the intuitive interfaces, the sheer power at his fingertips. It was a testament to the ingenuity and brilliance of Vulcan engineering. But he also couldn't help but notice the limitations of their rigid, logic-based approach when faced with unexpected challenges. Zephyr often hesitated, running countless simulations and probability analyses before taking action. "Sometimes you just have to trust your gut," Aaron said, as he deftly maneuvered them through a field of tumbling asteroids. Intuition, creativity, instinct, these are the things that can save you when all the logic in the world fails. Zephyr raised an eyebrow, clearly skeptical, but as they faced trial after trial, narrowly escaping destruction time and again, Aaron could see a glimmer of understanding dawning in the Vulcan's eyes. The discovery. Finally, after a harrowing journey fraught with danger and close calls, they reached the uncharted planet. They set down their ship on a rocky plateau, the alien landscape stretching out before them in a vista of jagged peaks and shimmering metallic valleys. Following the map's cryptic clues, they set out on foot, trekking through the rugged wilderness. Strange bioluminescent plants glowed in the shadows, and eerie, melodic cries echoed from unseen creatures in the distance. As they climbed a steep, winding path, they stumbled upon the crumbling remains of an ancient Vulcan outpost. The once proud structures were now little more than ruins, overgrown with alien vegetation and worn smooth by the passage of time. But amidst the decay, they found a hidden entrance, a door carved with intricate symbols that pulsed with an otherworldly energy. With a combination of human intuition and Vulcan logic, they deciphered the code and stepped through the portal into a cavernous chamber deep beneath the planet's surface. And there, at the heart of the chamber, they found it, the artifact. It floated in midair, suspended within a pulsating field of energy that defied all known laws of physics. The device itself was small, no larger than a human fist, but it thrummed with an almost palpable power, its intricately crafted surface etched with symbols that seemed to dance and shift before their eyes. As Aaron and Zephyr approached, a sudden commotion erupted behind them. They whirled around to see Counselor Varric and his forces bursting into the chamber, weapons drawn and faces twisted with persistence. "Step away from the artifact," Varric commanded, his voice cold and authoritative. "It belongs to the Vulcan people, not to some lowly human and his traitorous accomplice."